My new neighbors are Kevin/Kevina's. We had new neighbors move in on the 1st. We've had some interesting interactions with them already and it's only been 3 days. This is gonna be rough. On their husband and wife, maybe 25 to 30 years old. First day here, they knocked on our door to ask if our power was out. We said no and they said theirs was. I asked if their breaker switches were flipped. They had no clue what I was talking about. Not a big deal, not everyone knows about this, although they should. So I offered to come over and have a look. When I walked in their house, the lights were on. I was confused and said, I thought your power was out? They said it is. Our TV and Nintendo Switch won't turn on ! And quote. I went over to the entertainment stand they pointed at and had a look. They had the TV and the Switch plugged into a power bar. The power bar has a red light up switch on it to indicate whether it's turned on or off. The light was off. I flipped the switch over and of course it worked. They didn't seem embarrassed or anything. Later that night, we have another bang on the door. It's the neighbors. They say, are you sure the power isn't acting weird? Ours is out again. And quote. I ask them if all the power is out or just the TV and Nintendo Switch. They say TV and Switch, so I tell them just to flip the light up button to on the power bar. They said they did and nothing happened. Reluctantly, I dragged my butt over there to have a look. They now have a few more things plugged into the power bar, like a Scentsy candle, a charger of some sort, in their cable box. When plugging these other things in, they unplug the TV to make room for the other cords. I let them know that if your TV isn't plugged in, your switch or cable won't show up on the screen. LOL. Once again, they weren't embarrassed. Fast forward to the next day. I can smell the scent of food, really strongly. I can't make out what it is, but something smells off. Almost like a chemical smell mixed with spices or something like that. Anyways, I continue on with my day, scent in the air the whole time. I'm out in my backyard doing some gardening when my neighbor yells at me over the fence. Hey, do you like deer jerky? It didn't click in my head immediately. I said, yeah, I do. Why, you got some? He says, well, not yet, but I will soon. I'm smoking it in the basement. It instantly popped into my head to ask what the hell he is smoking it in, because it shouldn't smell like chemical. So I ask him, you got your own meat smoker? He says, yeah, I made it myself. It's not that hard. Just need an old rain barrel pretty much. And quote. I said, a plastic rain barrel? Are you serious? He looked confused and said, yeah. Why? I then explained to him about how plastic is toxic and when it's heated up it's releasing all that onto your meat. He shrugged it off and said, no big deal, it'll be fine. And quote. Final story for tonight. Today, their children 6 and 8, were running around in our front yard. We don't really care if kids walk on our grass, as long as they stay out of the garden. They were wrestling and we had a good time watching them scrap out the front window for about 5 minutes. That was until the younger kid hurt the older kid. As soon as he hurt him, he knew he was in trouble. He took off running through the garden, trampling all over my wife's flowers. His older brother followed and trampled over them some more. My wife and I went running out to tell them they can't do that. We told them nicely, didn't raise our voices or swear. They apologized and left. Not even 5 minutes after we left, their parents came banging on the door. Why are you telling our kids to F off? We were stunned and explained the situation to them. Their response, our kids don't lie. And quote. I literally laughed. Instead of continuing to argue with someone that won't listen, I was just going to walk away. As I was about to close the door, his wife pipes up, I don't get why you guys would be so mad about them wrecking some ugly flowers anyways. It's the city's flowers. Like, why do you care so much? My wife went off. The city's flowers? Ugly flowers? Why the hell would these be the city's flowers? The neighbor's wife then responds like, how dumb are you? All front yards are city property. Like, know your laws, idiot! And quote. That's when I shut the door. Wish me luck.